definitely have heard of vowels and consonants, but what exactly are they? In this video, we'll take a look at what a vowel actually is, and thanks to the magic of MRI, what goes on inside your head and throat when you pronounce one. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to see more linguistics videos like this one. When we talk about vowels and consonants, we're really talking about what linguists call speech sounds. These are any kinds of sounds that you can make with your speech organs, basically your lips, teeth, tongue, palate, and more. The key organ for producing these sounds is the larynx, known in everyday English as your voice box. Inside your voice box, you'll find your vocal cords, more accurately described as your vocal folds, as they don't really resemble cords very much. These are membranes that vibrate to make different sounds as air is pushed up from your lungs and out through your mouth or nose. Whenever we speak a vowel sound, our vocal folds are vibrating. Test this for yourself. Try saying ah or e with two fingers on the front of your throat. You'll feel a steady vibration which is coming from your vocal folds. If they aren't vibrating when you say these sounds, then basically you're whispering. So now we know that vowels are vibrations of our vocal folds created by air flowing up from our lungs. For a sound to be truly considered a vowel, though, it has to leave our mouth or nose without any audible obstruction. This means the air will flow freely up from our lungs, through our larynx, and out without anything blocking it. We can use certain speech organs, in this case our tongue, our palate, also known as the roof of your mouth, and lips to change the shape of the vocal tract. This allows us to produce different vowel sounds. Try and notice the position of your tongue and lips when you say the sound ah, for example. You might not be aware of it, but your jaw is open, your tongue is sitting towards your throat, and there's a big gap between your tongue and the roof of your mouth. After all, this is why your dentist asks you to make this sound when they want to examine your teeth. Now say the sound e. Your tongue is much closer to the roof of your mouth and is pushed forward towards your teeth. Your vocal tract is narrowed, changing the quality of the sound produced. Thanks to researchers at the University of Glasgow, we can actually see this for ourselves. Dr. Eleanor Lawson and her team created the Speech Therapy Animation and Imaging Resource, or STAR, by taking MRI scans of a person saying different sounds. If we look at the recording for ah, we can see that the tongue is quite towards the back, relaxed and not touching the roof of the mouth.
Ah, pa, ta.
The lips are wide open too. Now let's look at E. The tongue is forward near the top of the mouth, and the vocal tract, which is basically the black area between the tongue and the palate, is visibly much narrower.
E, EP, ET.
These are just simple examples using sounds that everyone can produce, but not all languages are made equal. Some languages have got loads more vowel sounds than others, which we'll have a look at in a bit. So what are all the different kinds of vowels that the human vocal tract can produce? The three basic variables that change the feel or quality of a vowel are height, shown here on an axis from close to open. This is basically how open your mouth is or how close your tongue is to the roof of your mouth. Backness, shown here on an axis from front to back. As the name suggests, this is how close to the front or back of your mouth your tongue sits. And then there's roundness. This is whether your lips are sitting relatively flat or in a round circle shape. There are other factors that can affect how a vowel sounds. One that will be familiar to anyone who speaks French, Portuguese, Polish, or Japanese, for example, is nasalization. This is when the vowel is pronounced through the nose instead of through the mouth. All of these languages have nasal vowels, but only in some of them is nasalization a distinguishing factor between words. If we look at our vowel chart again, we can now plot where a and e sit. As you can see, they're on opposite corners. Let's fill in the other two corners. What's a close back vowel? To find out, let's make an E sound and move our tongue slowly back towards our throat. E. We should end up with oo. Let's take a look at the MRI for oo. We can see the tongue is at the top of the mouth towards the back.
우, 우푸, 우투.
So that's the close back. What about the open front vowel? Let's start by making the R sound and move the raised part of our tongue forward. Ah. We should now have A. Let's take a look at the MRI scan for that. As you can see, the tongue is forward and the mouth is open.
아, 아파, 아타.
The number of vowel sounds a given language has is called its vowel inventory. Languages can have as few as 3 vowels, normally A, I, and U. One of the most common vowel systems in many languages of the world is a 5-vowel system. You'll find a 5-vowel system in languages like Spanish and Japanese. Also very common is a 6-vowel system like we find in Latvian and Polish. Some languages have many more though. English, like other languages in the Germanic family, has a relatively large inventory of vowels. The exact number varies depending on the dialect, but standard Southern English is normally considered to have around 12 single vowel sounds or monophthongs. When you add in dual vowel sounds, known as diphthongs, the number rises to 20. Given that a 5 or 6 vowel system is the most common vowel system amongst the languages of the world, vowels are clearly going to be a big hurdle for anybody learning English as a second language. In this video, we've only just scratched the surface of speech sounds. In a future video, we'll explore the vast confusing world of consonants. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it.